It is the top of the hour with our breaking news segment. I'm Melissa Negrini, and we begin with developments on Iran. During a healthcare affordability event hosted by President Donald Trump at the White House yesterday, he responded to questions from the media regarding Iran. A member of the press asked regarding his post on Truth Social, where he noted that the Emir of Qatar and Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia requested that planned US military operations on Iran be halted.
Can you speak a little bit about your post on Truth Social on Iran, and what was the decision that why you didn't attack Iran?
Well, other countries have come to me and they've said we were getting ready to do a very major attack tomorrow. I've put it off for a little while, hopefully maybe forever, but possibly for a little while, because we've had very big discussions with Iran, and we'll see what they amount to. I was asked by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and some others if we could put it off for 2 or 3 days, a short period of time, because they think that they are getting very close to making a deal. And if we can do that where there's no nuclear weapon going into the hands of Iran, I think, and if they're satisfied, we will be probably satisfied also. We've informed Israel. We've informed other people in the Middle East that have been involved with us. And, it's a very positive development, but we'll see whether or not it amounts to anything. We've had periods of time where we thought pretty much getting close to making a deal, and it didn't work out, but this is a little bit different. Now, we're ready going tomorrow, very big, and not something I wanted to do, but we have no choice because we cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. Yeah.
Earlier today, NATO's top military leaders gathered in Brussels for a Chiefs of Defense meeting of the NATO Military Committee. The session serves as preparation for the upcoming NATO summit in Ankara, which is scheduled for 7 and 8 July. Discussions focused on strengthening deterrence and defense posture, support for Ukraine, and enhanced NATO-EU cooperation.
Remain vigilant 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on all fronts, from the east to south to the high north, including the Arctic. Since we last met in this format in January, new crises arose. Existing crises have deepened, and the security environment has become even more demanding. Russia war against Ukraine is now fully into its 5th year. At the same time, instability and violence persist across NATO's southern neighborhood. Trade routes remain under pressure. Energy flows remain exposed. Hybrid threats continue, with cyber attacks, sabotage, disinformation, and malicious use of new technologies. So this is a moment of clarity, discipline, and action. We have been tested recently, and we have demonstrated that we can defend ourselves. Our deterrence and readiness are stronger, our awareness is sharper. And with the last summer The Hague Summit commitment on defense investment, we are on the right track. But our follow-through and delivery is essential. That is why we are here. Today, we discuss postures, plans, capabilities, innovation, and adaptation. We do this as NATO Chief of Defense. We will hear from our military counterparts in Ukraine and the European Union. And we will engage with the NATO Secretary General on the links between our work and the upcoming NATO summit in Ankara.
In the first of its kind partnership, OpenAI and the government of Malta announced that all Maltese citizens and residents, including those living abroad, will have free access to ChatGPT Plus for 1 year. The condition? All participants must first complete a free AI literacy course called AI for All, which covers the basics of AI, its capabilities and limitations, and how to use it responsibly. Upon completion of the course, which was developed by the University of Malta in partnership with the Malta Digital Innovation Authority, eligible individuals aged 14 and older will receive a 1-year ChatGPT Plus subscription free of charge. And today marks the arrival of Russian President Vladimir Putin in China at the invitation of President Xi Jinping to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the 2001 Treaty of Good Neighborliness and Friendly Cooperation between Moscow and Beijing. The two leaders are expected to hold talks, sign joint declarations, and meet with Chinese Premier Li Qiang for economic discussions.
Китайская стратегическая связка играет важную стабилизирующую роль на мировой арене. При этом мы не дружим против кого-либо, а работаем на дело мира и всеобщего процветания. Именно в такой логике Москва и Пекин скоординированно выступают в защиту международного права и положений Устава ООН во всей их полноте, совокупности и взаимосвязанности. Поддерживают активное взаимодействие по линии ООН, Шанхайской организации сотрудничества, БРИКС и других многосторонних структур, внося весомый вклад в решение насущных, общемировых и региональных проблем. Уверен, что вместе мы будем и далее делать все возможное для углубления российско-китайского партнерства и добрососедства ради динамичного развития двух наших стран и благополучия наших народов, в интересах поддержания глобальной безопасности и стабильности. До скорой встречи в Пекине.
Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi arrived in South Korea earlier today for a high-stakes bilateral meeting with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung. This marks the 4th meeting between the two leaders in roughly 6 months and aims to strengthen partnership on practical outcomes that benefit citizens and regional stability. Topics of discussion include cooperation on energy security, regional and global security, and broader economic partnership.
The President and I welcome the fact that under Power Asia, Partnership on Wide Energy and Resources Resilience, which was announced last month, we have agreed to launch Japan-South Korea cooperation built on 2 pillars: strengthening the resilience of energy supply, including enhancing stockpiles in the Indo-Pacific region, and strengthening the energy security of both Japan and South Korea, including mutual assistance and swap transactions involving crude oil, petroleum products, and LNG. We will jointly consider concrete actions going forward. In addition, regarding AI, which is both a new challenge and also an opportunity, and economic security as a whole, whose importance is increasing, we confirm that discussions will continue between the relevant authorities, with the aim of promoting mutually beneficial cooperation, so that Japan and South Korea will both become strong and prosperous. Taking into account the current severe international environment, the President and I agreed on the importance of strategic coordination, including Japan-South Korea and Japan-South Korea-U.S. security cooperation, and we welcome that concrete cooperation has been progressing up to now.
Prime Minister Takaichi proposed that Japan and South Korea work closely together to further deepen resource supply chain cooperation with other Asian countries facing supply chain crises. I agreed and conveyed my intention to actively participate. In addition, the two countries agreed to further strengthen cooperation in the areas of LNG and crude oil, which are key energy sources.
Stay connected to our Love World networks as we bring you the latest developments from around the globe.